Willpower is going to be the most valuable asset or skill that you can have within the next 10 years. As our world has progressed, things have become more convenient and more easy. Now, this is amazing, okay? However, there's a bad thing that comes with convenience and ease of access too. And that means that it's really easy and it's really convenient to do things that are destructive for you. And there's not really incentive structures in place to where all of these negative effects can be mitigated. One example, food. Food is pretty cheap right now compared to how it would have been globally in terms of our entire existence in civilization. There is a plentiful access to high-calorie foods for a cheap price. However, those high-calorie foods are also made to be very tasty, and they're very cheap, so they're very accessible. So it's really easy to become overweight, to become obese in today's society, especially if you're born with some sort of genetic element that predisposes you to wanting more tasty foods, or your hunger signal isn't really working as well as other people's own, then you're gonna have a really hard time. Another thing, psychologically with technology, we are being mind hacked right now. All right, every single one of us has a little device in our pockets where this thing is just addicting. You hop on any social media platform and your time is wasted, it's pulled away from you. And it's designed to be that way. It's designed to get most of your attention so that they can sell advertisements as much as possible and collect more data from you so that they can sell more things to you. It's an endlessly fulfilling, self-fulfilling prophecy cycle or whatever that does not work in your favor. It uses you, all right? And that's the reason why it's free. Listen, you know, the boomers always say that the product is free, then you're the product or whatever. It's true, all right? It's free because they're getting so much more value from you than if they charge you $5 a month for it. Think about that. Now, I don't want to sound like an Andrew Huberman, David Goggins type person where it's like, you got to wake up at 5 a.m. Who's going to carry the boats? Cold shower, go exercise first thing in the morning. But that is going to be what enables you to live in the world that's coming forward. Discipline, willpower, these are tremendous things. And just doing the bare minimum is going to be able to set you apart from so many other people. We can't really rely on what we internally feel or our natural instincts in order to carry us to success in the world, all right? This isn't a world where we have to be hunter-gatherers to survive anymore. Everything is easily accessible to us. So you kind of need to do the work yourself in order to bring yourself not just from a state of bare minimum living comfort necessities, but if you want to bring yourself to a higher state of some sort of success, not even just making a lot of money, but whatever that success looks like for you. If you want to be an artiste, if you want to be the best plumber out there, if you want to be the best waitress or waiter at a restaurant, okay? In order to become that next level, you need to put in a lot more self-discipline. We're given the blessing of being able to do the bare minimum and still survive and make it in the world. But now we're in an era where our most fundamental kind of needs that are wired into our DNA, they're being exploited. So you need to recognize that and you need to get a handle on that. Being able to wake up and not look at your phone first thing in the morning, that is an incredible skill that's going to get even more rare. The biggest thing that I can think of that relates to this is AI technologies. Every single one of us has used ChatGPT at some point in time. It's an incredibly useful tool. Like it's beyond useful. It's probably the most important technology of this century. It's going to radically change how the world is. And I know when I say that, I sound like a tech bro who's on X.com. Yeah, those types who don't call it Twitter, they choose to call it X.com because they love Elon Musk so much. I know I sound like one of those people when I just say that tagline about AI, but it's true. Artificial intelligence is a very broad term, but especially these large language models, these LLMs like ChatGPT, they are going to radically change our world, and they already are. It's instantly changing our world. I've been trying to reach out to people on LinkedIn, and I'm not really quite sure how to have the best professional message that kind of puts me above the other people who are reaching out. And one thing, there's two choices that I have in this instance. One, I can open up ChatGPT, select their most updated model, explain the situation, and then say, write me the best message to send to them. Or two, what I can do instead is I can spend, 10 to 15 minutes agonizing over the message that I'm writing, constantly reword and rewrite what I'm doing, revising it, telling myself that I'm stupid for even thinking that this was a good idea, go through this whole cycle, and then I can explain my circumstance to ChatGPT, send it in what I've wrote, see what it spits out, and then see if I actually want to meld what it's given me into what I've already written. And even then, I can go a step beyond, okay? I can send ChatGPT what I spent 30 minutes agonizing to write. I can ask it to tell me exactly what is good and what is bad about it, why what I put was good or why what I put was bad, and then ways to improve it. And then boom, I've just upgraded my knowledge for the future. I've basically just had a business professional tell me exactly what works and what doesn't work about the message that I was just writing. And that information I can carry through to the next person that I message or the next person that I reach out to. Those are very different ways of interacting with the same technology. The problem is there is no incentive in place for you to use these AI technologies in a way that is purely beneficial to you. The way that it's incentivized is for you to use it in a way where it basically takes over whatever you're doing. These things are going to take over, but you might as well utilize them to your best ability and upgrade your knowledge base as much as you can. That's where it goes back to this question or this plea or this predicament of willpower and discipline being the most important things that you can have. Because as things become more accessible, especially things like AI, LLMs that can basically just give you the answer on a silver platter, you're going to have to put in more obstacles, or you're going to have to put in way more thought in order to get away the best parts of these technologies. You can't have no willpower and then just let AI be basically your parent that does everything for you. Instead, you kind of have to change the dynamic a little bit and let AI be the professor or the teacher that you have 24/7 access to, that you can grill as much as possible, that won't chastise you or call you dumb for getting certain things wrong. Or you can make it chastise you and tell you that you're being dumb for getting certain things wrong, whatever floats your boat. But the key point is that now, more than ever, you have to be able to, quote, be your own boss. You have to set the restrictions on what you're able to do, and you have to guide yourself and kind of captain your own ship in order to bring you to the best possible destination and leave you with the most knowledge as possible, making you invincible. Awesome. This era is truly great because it gives everyone the tools to succeed to an incredible amount. The only thing is that with the more accessibility of these tools, the less likely people are going to be to succeed, because there's no incentive or there's no structure in place to ensure that you're using these tools to the best of your capability or to serve you in the best way. They're designed so that you serve them in the best way. Your phone is designed by Apple not to better your life and to make your life easier, but it's served to keep you in the Apple ecosystem. Think about every update that's dropped. Every update that's dropped makes making my iPhone with my MacBook Pro and my iPad and my Apple Watch way more convenient. They're trying to keep you in. Okay, they don't actually want you to have a more convenient life on, I can transfer my files even more conveniently, or I can store everything and it syncs through iCloud. No, they want you to have everything in the Apple ecosystem, so then you constantly spend your money every single month on these subscriptions to keep you within that ecosystem, right? They don't actually want you to have a good understanding of file structures or how you can store all of your data and stuff like that. They just want you to keep giving them money. So use that willpower, okay? Don't use AI to just instantly write things for you, all right? Use it as a teacher that you have access to 24/7. And also get a command on your iPhone storage, bro. Clean up your shit and have like a local backup on your own computer and do your own cloud networking storage solution, all right? Don't rely on iCloud, $30 a month for 2 terabytes or whatever the hell. Yeah, that's it.